You're watching Pulse for the 17th or 18th of October, and it's time for some Diablo news. In this week's episode, we take a look at the pretty amazing and recently revealed Diablo 3 cinematic stills, the Diablo 3 beta key sweepstakes, some runestone changes on the official site, a cute little Tyreal statue that might well be part of this year's BlizzCon swag bag, and more. Let's get started. So I'm going to start the Diablo 3 news off this week with what I thought was definitely the most interesting. Actually, it's way more than just interesting. Two new images were posted on the Diablo Facebook page and on the Diablo community sites. These are two stills from what I assume are the Diablo 3 cinematics that we're going to be blessed with in the full game. And I gotta say right now, these are absolutely amazing. Blizzard left us with "Peer not into the shadows of hell, for there is always something peering back." And below these two there was a quote from cave inscriptions in Kyrgyzstan, inked in blood by an unknown author. They read, "Man's pleasures give way to pain, his truths are buried in the shroud of lies. It is this time when hell shall reign, while all of man dies." So that is actually pretty grim, but look at these images. I can't get over how good they look, and I can't wait to see the cinematic in motion. Now there is some speculation that you can check out below about who this beast is peering back at Leah. And I'll also say that if I had to speculate a bit, I'd say that Blizzard are teasing this now because they're probably planning on showing the full thing at BlizzCon. And I absolutely can't wait to see it. That is just a guess though, but I think it's pretty likely. So let me know what you guys think of these slightly terrifying cinematic stills below. If you ask me, I'd say Blizzard have definitely not lost their touch. But now, do you want to lead the charge against the minions of the Burning Hells before Diablo 3 releases? Then join the fight for the fate of Sanctuary by entering the official Diablo 3 beta key sweepstakes. Yes, this most interesting post on the official Diablo 3 community site says that starting October the 17th, Blizzard will be randomly selecting 200 winners each week that will receive a beta key to the pretty exclusive Diablo 3 beta test. In addition, every fourth winner chosen will receive a second key to share with a friend. That does sound like a good deal, and we've been told that the drawings will occur every Monday for 8 weeks for a total of 2,000 keys. So if you are interested, it's pretty easy to sign up for this. All you need to do is follow Diablo on Facebook and complete their entry form between now and December the 12th. Now there are a couple of restrictions in place, and I'll tell you about them in just a second. Yes, sadly everyone can't enter, but if you're looking for the link, you can find the Diablo Facebook page link below along with this post on the official site. As for those restrictions, well, some countries aren't eligible for this. You have to check the official list out and see if your country is actually in there to be able to enter. I assume that everyone can use the entry form and send their entry in, but they'll probably not be included in the drawings. There were a lot of complaints about these restrictions and a lot of people were unhappy, but Blizzard let us know it isn't their call, it's out of their hands. Some countries just have different legal restrictions and, well, we don't really want Blizzard breaking the law for us. Anyway, those of you that are eligible, check that out below and be sure to enter. And I suppose if you do get a friend key, you could always give that to someone that's not eligible. That would obviously be really nice of you. Now in some related news, Bashiok let us know that Blizzard actually forgot to mention that the 1,000 Diablo 3 beta keys that were promised at BlizzCon 2010 have in fact gone out. So that's some good news. Then tying in with all this beta key talk, there are a couple of contests you can have a look at. Diablo fans' third Add a Caption beta key contest is up. Have a look at that over at diablofans.com. The Diablo Reddit has an art contest up where the winner gets a Diablo 3 beta key. And lastly, Hunter StarCraft is also still giving keys away. You can find links to all those below. Next up, it seems like Blizzard made some stealth changes to the Runestones page in the official game guide on the Diablo 3 community site. The rune ranks have been divided by difficulty level, with rune rank 1 in normal, rank 2 in nightmare, rank 3 in hell, rank 4 in inferno, and rank 5, 6 and 7 according to Blizzard could still drop, but they would be in inferno only. And Blizzard did mention that there's still potential for some ranks to be crafted only as well. Bashiok was the one to spill the beans, and they said that they're still working on runestones to a fair degree, and Jay Wilson may be able to speak a little bit more about them at BlizzCon this coming weekend. He does just mention, however, that they don't expect to have any details finalized. Runestones are an extremely crucial system, and they're spending a lot of time to get them right. Honestly, I couldn't care less where those last ranks of runes come from, as long as we get access to them. A few players were slightly panicked, thinking that these last ranks of runes were perhaps going to be removed sometime soon, or only be accessible sometime after launch, but fear not, that won't happen, and Blizzard are doing what they can to make it work. So if you want to check it out, head on over to the game guide section on the official Diablo 3 community site and have a look. I personally can't wait to test these runes out. Next, another small piece of news that's all about this cute mini Tyreal statue. It looks like we know exactly what's going to be in the BlizzCon goodie bags this year. The guys over at WoW Insider got their hands on this photo, and man, does it look good. If you remember correctly, the BlizzCon attendees from last year were given that little Deathling statue. It was super cute, and it was chosen because of Cataclysm's launch at the end of 2010. So this year, a Diablo themed statue would make perfect sense. Now, looking at this photo actually made me sad, because I'm not going to be attending BlizzCon, and I'm going to be super jealous of everyone that is. I sure hope the virtual ticket gives something nice too. You can check the full-size photo out below, and be sure to let me know if you think this is the real deal. Do you think this is the statue that the BlizzCon attendees are going to get their grubby little paws on? I think it does make sense, so I'll say yes. Now for one or two quick extras before jumping into the smalls. Hunter Starcraft posted this image recently on Reddit of an item that most people had probably not seen before. And if you were wondering, this can actually be reused. It's usable once every 30 seconds and instantly restores 250 life. Then you can check a quick video, and I really do mean quick, of a barbarian named Sai Kosak killing Leoric in only 1.18 seconds. Yes, you can have a look at that right here on YouTube, and I will tell you it is definitely 1.18 seconds well spent. Lastly, you can read and watch how the MLG CEO Sundance has hinted at Diablo in the future of MLG. If you didn't know, Major League Gaming hosts various tournaments for many games, including StarCraft 2. So them adding Diablo 3 to that mix would be absolutely huge. Let's just hope the Blizzard guys include a game mode in Diablo 3 that would actually work for tournaments. Now with that done, let's have a look at the Diablo 3 Smalls. There are quite a few to look at this week. First up in the smalls, you can check out yet another BlizzCon 2010 costume, this one Christina Estrada's female monk. You can read all about the Blizzard sound panel, the Sounds of Sanctuary. You can have a look at the latest Guardian of Accounts art contest winner for September. You can read about a charity auction that's set to benefit the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. You can check out even more upgrades over at the Diablo 3 database. Curse.com has relaunched with a brand new website. Over at BlizzPlanet, you can read about the Sons of Storm sign-in schedule for this year's BlizzCon, and you can have a look at a bit more info on the Diablo 3 Book of Cain. Then the guys over at Diablo Inc. Gamers went on a bit of a tear recently about the Diablo 3 beta. Is Blizzard getting it wrong with the Diablo 3 beta test? Are there big changes between the Diablo 3 beta and the full game? Then have a look at a video comparison between now and the BlizzCon 2008 gameplay. You can have a look at Diablo Fan Art Watch number 114. This one features even more wizards, and you can see yet more Diablo 3 armor sets. Well worth checking out. A post over at The Escapist. Experienced points. Diablo 3 has single player online. Also a pretty insightful post right there. Over at Diablo Fans, you can have a look at a few gameplay impressions posts. One featuring the Barbarian, one having a look at the first part of the first act in the beta, and one titled Wear It Proud, Son. Banners, Battle.net, and Diablo 3. You can have a look at the latest Diablo Cast episode, Care Bears Welcome. You can check out the latest Purgatory from Force right here on YouTube. And lastly, Diablo 3 in Real Life by Game 1. There were a couple of blue posts worth looking at. Where are all the beta keys? Blizzard apparently relies quite heavily on retailers, and you can find out why below. And lastly, is Diablo 3 more cooperative or competitive? Bashiok sheds a little light on that question. So sadly, that's all I have for you this week. That's all there was in the Diablo 3 news. You can, as usual, find all the links I mentioned below, and be sure to leave a comment to let me know what you guys think about the news this week. I thought there was actually a lot of good stuff. I wanted to keep this episode lighter in preparation for BlizzCon, but that just didn't happen. There was way too much good stuff going around. So, remember to like the video, favorite it, share it with your friends, and subscribe. Most importantly though, happy new cinematic stills, and a pretty terrified looking Leah.